The Global Relief Organization for Children, UNICEF, will be streaming a special event about the response to COVID-19. The message: we are braver together. The special virtual event will include appearances by Cher, Pink, Sting, Rod Stewart, Sheryl Crow, and many, many others. You can watch it tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on our streaming channel, NBC News Now, or on NBC News' social channels. Joining us now, UNICEF ambassador, actress Téa Leoni, whose own godmother co-founded UNICEF USA in UNICEF USA in 1947 and served as its president for 25 years. That's amazing. Téa, it's good to see you again. And I love this event. This lineup's amazing.
Yeah, it is. We are really lucky to have the enthusiasm for this that we have. It's not surprising, but I still feel really lucky.
Yeah, no, I can imagine you must feel amazing. I mean, this lineup's incredible. A virtual reunion of the Eurythmics. Stop right there. This is amazing. How did it come together, and what's the message here beyond the good that can be done?
Well, I think this was sort of born out of the fact that when there's a crisis that involves children, I think people have come to expect UNICEF to take leadership in these moments, whether it's a hurricane or an earthquake or outbreak. And I think people right now are looking for leadership and guidance and, honestly, some hope. And we wanted to put this together, not I think what's a little bit different is that we want to celebrate all that everybody is doing. All of us look out my window and I can see everyone social distancing and wearing their masks and doing everything that they can to protect and save lives. It's just that while we're staying at home, UNICEF is back on the front lines where they've been for 3/4 of a century.
Hey, Téa, it's Willie Geist. Great to have you on this morning. What I love about what you're doing here with UNICEF is you're talking about the frontline workers, as you should be, but you're also looking at their families. We've got a lot of friends who are doctors, and we've been concerned about them, but we've tried to spend almost as much time keeping tabs on their kids and their families. If you have, especially in one case, you have a father and a mother who are in the ICU or the ER. So talk a little bit about the role that you're going to be focusing on children here.
Well, I mean, UNICEF certainly knows, but I think we all know that the toxic stress as a result of this COVID-19, what you were just talking about earlier, the economic hardships and unemployment, kids unable to attend school, to play with their friends, the social isolation. I mean, these are all things that are going to have really devastating impacts potentially on kids around the world. And like we did in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria and then in Houston after Hurricane Harvey, UNICEF will be supporting caregivers, parents, mothers. I mean, mothering is, I know it's a tough job, and under these circumstances, it is extraordinarily difficult. And so this is one of the things that we do best.
Absolutely. Really briefly tell us about your grandmother, Helenka Pantaleoni, who co-founded UNICEF. She's got to be pretty proud of you, pretty proud looking down.
Well, we're working on 4 generations of UNICEF. I got to serve with my dad on the board. I kind of laugh at that portrait because my mom always made, I called her, she made these really silly faces. Anyway, I think, I was talking about her yesterday, actually, and saying, I think she's proud, of me, my dad, and soon my kids. But I honestly think she would be incredibly impressed that we are now the global community that she knew we were. And watching people work this hard to save other people's lives, this is impressive. We want to, I guess that's what Saturday night is about, is saying thank you to everybody for doing their part.
That is definitely what it has become. Téa Leoni, thank you so much. It's great to see you again, even under these circumstances. And once again, the one night only virtual event, UNICEF Won't Stop, streams tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on our streaming channel, NBC News Now, or on NBC News' social channels.